Right, welcome to this 2000 points game. Blood Angels return, and they're going to take on the World Eaters. So it's the Angron Challenge. We're running through different factions against them. This game's different. We are playing knockout here. So 4 armies. As we come to the end of 9th edition, we can't do the full-on league. We'll do a mini league. So myself, Tom, and Mike have selected some armies. 4 of them in total. Going to go straight to knockout. And then we'll try and establish a mini champion as we close out 9th edition. That's the plan. So we're going to play one game on YouTube, run the knockout games, and then the other one will be on YouTube channel membership, all being well, and then there'll be a grand final. So really it's a place for the final straight away. It could be Blood Angels that go through, representing the Imperium here in this game, and then the Forces of Chaos here, Tom representing them with his World Eaters Chaos Space Marines, and it's pure World Eaters here without any Khorne Demon support. So before I run through the list here for Blood Angels, just mention the Patreons at gold level. They get name shouted out during our battle reports, and also Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the game. Silver level Patreons, I call out their names at the end of the battle, and you can check out the end credits for all the Patreon supporters, including those supporting at bronze. And the proceeds go to help support the channel, and also SSWG Wargames Club. So for Blood Angels, this list has been put together. There are some welcome additions here, thanks to some work by Siege Studios. You can see quite a hefty presence of Death Company being added in here to my Blood Angels army. As you can see, it's pure Firstborn. There's no Primaris here, as they take on the Forces of Chaos in this game. So I've spent a lot of CP on Warlord traits and relics. I'm just starting the game with 1. So first of all, Captain Lazarus Stormhammer here, the converted Space Marine Captain. There he is, hammer at the ready to take on Tom's force. Tom says he's going to be eaten by Angron. We'll see.
Maybe not eaten.
I get to reroll a save once.
I don't know whether Angron actually eats them or just tears them to pieces. Like, it's probably a bit more tears them to pieces.
Could be, yeah possibly both. Thunderhammer and jump pack being taken for him. Warlord trait is Gift of Foresight, so reroll a single hit roll, wind roll and save and throw per turn. The relic is the Hammer of Baal, so no minus to hit rolls in that one. I think it's a bit of extra AP minus on it as well. You are able to take a second Warlord trait from the Space Marine books. It's the Imperium Sword, +1 attack and +1 strength on the charge, and he can reroll his charges as well. There's 2 more HQ choices: double Librarian Dreadnought, Romulus and Remus to fight alongside each other, both taking a melter gun, and the usual loadout for Librarian Dreadnought. Wings of Sanguinius and Quickening Psychic Power has been taken for both of those. And then there is a 4th HQ choice being taken. It's the Terminator Chaplain Angrias, just down here. Master of Sanctity upgrade being taken for him. He's also carrying a combi melter. Warlord trait is Wise Orator, and then also the relic, the icon of the Angels, a 6-inch reroll charge bubble emanating from him. So maxing out on HQ choices here for this list. So it's all one detachment, Arc Zone. I'm majoring on elites here for this list. So moving on to elites, it's Death Company, Space Marines, a squad of 7, a squad of 8, all equipped with jump packs. The larger squad, double Thunderhammer, and a Fist being taken for one of the Marines, and then 2 Power Swords, and the other 3 taking Chainswords and Bolt Pistols. 6 of them taking Inferno Pistols. 6 Inferno Pistols in this squad, double Fist and a single Hammer, 1 Power Sword, and then 3 Chainswords being taken for them. They have seen a points reduction, especially with the upgrades and war gear for them being little or no cost now. So like the pistols, for example, don't have to pay for those. So they have seen a points reduction in that regard. So good to see Death Company well represented now for the Blood Angels. They take the place really of my Primaris stuff being dropped. Death Company take their place. So that's 2 elites. Sanguinary Guard, squad of 8 being taken, all with their Incarmine Blades.
Khorne's number.
8, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, they're 8 as well.
Good sacrifice. Yeah, good sacrifice.
Okay, Tom's taunting me here. We'll keep going through the list. So Sanguinary Guard, Assault Terminators, can't leave home without them. 5 of them, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields been taken for those. They've been fighting on the channel for about a decade, Tom. They are veterans of the long well, no, you wouldn't call them that. The veterans of the Imperium here, but they'll fight away here in this game. And then there is a Death Company Dreadnought being taken across here. Good to see that back. Haven't used that for a long time on the channel. Then for heavy support, there's a Furioso Dreadnought being taken. So 4 Dreadnoughts being taken in total here for the Blood Angels. I've taken the Land Raider, which Tom says is still toughness 8 for me. Tom's is toughness 9. So it's, Tom's a codex ahead here. So this one's an inferior pattern compared to the Chaos one across the other side. But good to see Land Raider versus Land Raider.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I wanted to...
Might mean that mine lasts past turn 1. You never know.
Okay. And then I should have mentioned fast attack, 2 squads of 5 assault marines, power sword on each of the sergeants, squads of 5 of those rest equipped with bolt pistols and chainsaws. That's the list here for Blood Angels. Eager and raring to go. Both armies have a theme of blood, really, didn't they?
Well, yeah, you're technically Khorne.
Okay. These insults.
Yeah,
I got a theory. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Angron's sort of maybe kind of friends with, I think it's called the demon Carbander, which is the...
it's a bit fluff behind it.
Yeah,
right.
But in the Horus Heresy, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, Sanguinius kills Carbander and then kills Angron.
Oh, right,
at the gate.
Okay.
So as much as you can kill Angron, obviously he'll be back.
So a slight bit of grudge then between these two
massive grudge.
Sure.
Massive grudge.
The other thing is, I got a theory, right? That the armies, a bit like owners and their dogs, armies that people collect reflect the character of the person that collects them. Do you think that there's some element of truth?
No, I don't think that at all. I don't think either of us are particularly aggressive and bloodthirsty.
Because Tom's been taunting me and hurling insults. That is typical Chaos players. I've noticed it with Chaos players. They do that. I'm a Xenos player. I torment Imperial players like with James, and that's part of my character. I've been tormenting him as well ever since he's come into the world.
Yeah, since birth.
So I leave it in the comment section. If you think that when you play against different factions, the players, there is a kind of a match there with the personality.
I mean, your laugh and
is an Eldar laugh.
Is the Harlequin laugh. So that's the... So I think that kind of works.
Yeah, there's some element of truth to it. So that's the list here for Blood Angels. It is experimental. It's been thrown together here. It's like this kind of desperate theme we've got going for the channel at the moment, the rise of Chaos, and one Imperial army after the next being thrown in to try and stop the forces of Chaos, which they are struggling to do. So we've got a great theme running here on the channel at the moment. Phoenix Swords have been allocated here. So that's the top level support and YouTube channel membership. We allocate you to whole units for all of our battle reports. You can follow units around and see how well you get on. From one game to the next. There's a couple of alt-arcs here as well, so we allocate them to individual models. They're present on the table as well. So, on the Imperium side today, we put Peter Grant, who's a die-hard Space Marine player, put him onto the captain himself.
He's going to die hard.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Tom's after him, but we'll see what happens. Michael Fryer onto the Hammonators. Dylan Moore will be the sergeant of that squad. JP helping out the Imperial side today, so we put him onto the Sanguinary Guard. All 4 Dreadnoughts have been allocated here, Phoenix Lords. Marfisto onto the Furioso Dreadnought, Andreas Stur onto the Death Company Dreadnought, and then Ben Shaw and Lucas Brown onto the Librarian Dreadnoughts. And then we've had to allocate here for the 2 Death Company units. It's Gut B onto the 7-man squad and Ed Farrow onto the 8-man squad of those. So that's the list of Blood Angels. So just to mention, these have just arrived from Siege Studios, the Death Company models here. I'll pick up a couple to show you. Some people ask what level these are at. These are silver level from Siege Studios. They've done a brilliant job. I sent them a couple of my models I painted previously in the post just so that they could match them up with the colour scheme that I'd done, and they've matched them up perfectly here. So very, very good job indeed. So a big thank you and shout out to Siege Studios getting these done. It's a big boost to my Blood Angels collection here to see a big influx of Death Company Space Marines. You can check out Siege Studios, link for them in the video description below for your own painting commission work. So we will take a look and see what Tom Covey has in his World Eaters list. Alright, so 2,000 points of World Eaters Chaos Space Marines. They are a deeper shade of red. We'll let Tom run through his list.
Right, so 2,000 points of World Eaters. Today I have dropped Khan. So Khan is not in the list, just because I I know Luke really loves 8-bound, so I did another 3. So I'm going elites based as well, just like Luke. So I've got 4 elites choices, 2 squads of 3 exalted 8-bound and 2 squads of 3 normal 8-bound. And then for the troops choices, I've got 10 jackals, and I have 4 squads of 5 berserkers. The berserkers, 2 squads have plasma pistols, and all the squads have got 1 icon in each. Then I have, for my HQ choices, I've got a Master of Executions, who has the relic, the Talisman of Rage, which allows them to pick a core unit within 9 inches, and they get 6s to hit auto wound. And then I have my Lord Invocatus Bane, as well as the other HQ choice.
You usually got this. So you got this space here on the base.
Heads, lots of heads.
Oh, it's for collecting heads. I was going to say you could do like an executioner's head chopping block.
Just like a little guillotine.
The guillotine, but yeah. Sorry.
I should get like a little, like the little caped things that follow the lion around. I should get like a little one of his with just a bag of heads in, like dragging the heads along.
Oh man,
that'd be good. I think. Although they're stuck on spikes and everything. Anyway, we digress. So yep, got the 4 squads of 5 Khorne berserkers. I have the 3 spawn in the fast attack option, 3 separate spawns there, and obviously the big man himself, Ron. All Angry Ronald. At the back, taking his Warlord trait, switching off objective secured. And last but not least, the most beautiful Land Raider in the world, but the most useless Land Raider in the world. But today, it is driven by Chris Comiskey.
Right.
So it's got to perform.
We've got a nickname for it as well. We're calling it Mr. T1. Sorry, Tom. Sorry. Sorry.
Wow. That was a low blow. Sorry. That was a low blow.
Sorry. We'll see if he lives up to his name. If it dies turn 1, it has to
be called T1.
Yeah, for now.
I will scratch T1 into the side of it if it dies turn 1.
Okay, deal. Is that it? I think that's the list.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Congratulations to Tom here. It's a superb army, brilliant theme, and another Chaos faction very well represented on the channel. This is a knockout game here. The favourite is this army here. It's demolished all in its path so far. It's strong on secondaries. It can pick up primaries because it sweeps across the board. And Angron, you can kill him, but he keeps coming back. So it's a brilliant combination. Big fan of the World Eaters, but they have crushed all in their path so far. Blood Angels will need a miracle here.
I start with 4 CP.
4 CP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right. 2 used for the Warlord trait and the Relic.
Okay. Oh, Phoenix Lords and Autarchs allocated. Chris Comiskey, Tom's already called him out. On the Land Raider, Longbow BB onto Angron here, Amy Almo, and Paint Licker's Paint Pot, who requested to be put onto one of the spawns.
Yes, particularly the one with the fat belly, apparently.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
right.
So that's him.
Vagabond here onto the Master of Executions.
He also requested.
Right.
Yeah.
Nate Miller onto the Bane, Lord Invocatus. And then Midnight Miniatures back onto the 8-bound here.
And it's back onto the same 8-bound that he controlled before.
Cool. Okay.
Performed very well.
Ray Cross, very fitting. Onto this squad. BP Wargaming onto these. And then Daniel Cunningham, anti-Imperial play-up. So he's gone onto one of the 8-bound squads as well. That's the list here for the World Eaters. Ready and raring to go. It's a clash of red here in this game. Chaos versus Imperium. We could see a good number of turn 1 charges. We'll see what happens. Both sides looking to get stuck into each other. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario. It's called Recover the Relics. So it's the first mission here for Arksworm Grand Tournament Strike Force size games, playing from end to end. This end will be the Blood Angels, marked by the orange dice across here, and then taking the Imperial Fist dice, just marking the deployment zone out across here for the World Eaters. Objectives on the board, there's 6 of them. So home objective each. Tom's home objective just tucked in behind the ruin across here. The Blood Angels objective just at the end of the pipes over there. Then there's 4 objectives in no man's land. 2 of each quite close to each of the deployment zones. So the ones that are nearer to Tom, this one here, and then one you can see just in the ruin over there, and then the ones near the Blood Angels, one here, and then one just at the corner of the ruin across there. So, recover relics. In this mission, you only get your Battleforged CP bonus if you control the opponent's objective or a no man's land objective. If you are in control of the opponent's objective, you get an additional command points. There's an incentive to break through and to get onto the opponent's objective. Turn 2 onwards, if you control 1 or more objective markers, you get 4 points. 2 or more, you get another 4 points. And if you control more than the opponent, you get another 4 points on top of that. And then every battle round, it's kill points. Very fitting here for this clash, up to a maximum of 3 victory points per battle round. So you get a point for each unit that you destroy. So that's the mission. Each of us will choose 3 secondaries each next. All right, so secondaries have been chosen. Tom's gone for his default 3. Blood for the Blood God, briefly, which is...
Kill, maim, burn.
Okay. Pile the skulls higher.
Die on objectives.
And then the Blood Gods...
Or kill you on objectives.
Okay, and then the Blood God's due.
Blood God... No, sorry. Pile the skulls is the ridiculously...
Easy one, spending the points.
Spending the points to...
Sure.
Spend like 3 blood tide points and get crazy amount of points, 5 points or something. Mm-hmm. And then Blood God's due is die on objectives.
Oh boy. Right. Okay, so we know they're strong. I've tried my best here, but I know we're going to lack on secondaries to some degree. Gone for shock tactics though. That's clearing enemies off of objectives, which is what we're going to try and do anyway. So being rewarded for
clearing it and taking it.
Yeah. With my 0 objective secured army. Have you got it much? You're quite elite, don't you?
I've got 5 objectives secured.
Yes, so I've got to go for wipeouts. Yeah. Blood Angels are going to have to be... We're going to have to fight fire with fire.
Most of the things you hit, you're going to kill.
Yes, that's the plan. And then no prisoners, killing stuff. And then retrieve battlefield data, which is performing actions in table quarters. Might be a bit too busy for that one, but I think...
Just so you are aware, Lucas.
Yes.
Death Company cannot perform actions, so
gotcha.
That may restrict you already.
Yes.
You don't have many units then.
Uh-huh.
But you've got your assault troops, actually. They might be good for it.
Yeah, no,
jumping around, just doing it.
Yes, I put these in to do that, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But Death Company...
They're too angry.
They're going to be busy. Oh, yeah, they'll be busy. Okay, so secondaries chosen for both sides. I've got some kind of plan. I think the way to take on World Eaters is try and clear them off quickly and go for the kill on them.
Yeah, get in nice and close.
We've got Blood Angels and Death Company to do it, so I will give it a go. That secondaries chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Just mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. Battle mat is from gamemat.eu. And also the pre-painted terrain set is from them as well. So it's these buildings across here, these ruins here, and then these larger terrain pieces across here as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats in all shapes and sizes. Double-sided mats available from them as well. And then plenty of pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Put a link for them in the video description below. There's also a discount code that you can use for gamemat.eu. All right, so deployment's done for the Blood Angels. Quite quick with them because half their army's off the board. It's gone into reserve. So Land Raiders deployed across here. The home objective's just tucked in there. Furioso Dreadnought here is going to act as a bit of a shield for the 2 Librarian Dreadnoughts. Death Company Dreadnought to the left of the Land Raider. Inside the Land Raider is the Assault Terminators, so a classic combination going back a number of editions. Assault Terminators inside the Land Raider. And then the 8-man squad of Death Company deploying just here. So that means, in reserve, deep striking in with their jump packs is the 7-man squad of Death Company, the Sanguinary Guard, the 2 squads of 5 Assault Marines, Chaplain Angrius, and the Captain, Lazarus, as well. So we've got quite a strong element of stuff to deep strike onto the board. Tom's got reserves of his own. We'll explain that in just a moment. Angron's gone here, one of the last models to deploy. That's his view across the board. The Blood Angels cluster just over there. Chaos Spawn, the usual job for these is just objective holding. Jackals on this side, and they've been joined by a Berserker squad as well. Land Raiders parked up here at the back, generally obscured here. So both Land Raiders on the board. At the moment, I don't think they can see each other, but that can change quick enough. Then there's another spawn just here on the home objective. The paint licker's paint pot. Nice and quiet and safe in there, Tom. Shouldn't see any.
Well, he's got a fat belly. So
Yes.
he's probably just eating something.
Eating something.
Yeah.
Okay. Then next to him is Invocatus. Just should point out that Frank's here. He's not in a happy place at the moment. He's hiding in this Blood Angels container for comfort. But he's at the wrong end of the battlefield for now, at least. Then around the other side of the board, there's other World Eaters units have deployed. So Master of Executions here. Another Chaos Spawn, again getting ready to move out onto the objective. And a Khorne Berserker squad joining them as well. So these two squads are inside the Land Raider, right?
Yep.
And these are doing some kind of outflanking thing.
Yeah, so two Exalted squads are coming in from the Warp. And then...
Deep Strike.
Yep, Deep Strike. And then the two normal ones are using the Blood Scent ability. So they've shuffled up the board and...
So they're working their way around the flanks.
Yeah.
And they can come on turn 1, apparently.
Yes, they can come on a turn earlier. So it's basically, it changes for where you can come on. You judge that a turn early.
Okay. All right. So both sides are going heavy enough on reserves here for this fight. All right. So without further ado, so how do you think this is going to go, Tom?
I honestly don't know. You're a lot more reliable coming in from Deep Strike than I am. You're getting lots of reroll charges. You're getting lots of bonuses to your charges.
Yes.
But as long as I can keep an interrupt in the bag, that will maybe give you a bit of a headache.
Yes.
I honestly don't know. Like, I know I was talking to my friend who's a Blood Angels player, and he was like, "Oh, Blood Angels can't keep up with World Eaters." I begged it. I think they can keep up. Whatever you hit into, you're going to kill. But the problem is going to be, generally, you need to hit into them to kill them. Mm-hmm. And my units can fight on death and like things like that. That's going to be the difficulty.
Whatever way it goes, I think we can agree it's going to be painful.
And the Blood God will be happy, whatever happens.
Turn 1 goes to... This has got to be stopped. The Chaos Incursion on this channel This is a Xenos channel, and there's too much...
I defy you, stop talking.
We're
yes,
going first.
Good. I'm actually glad for that.
Yes, okay. Turn 1's not as significant. Some games it makes a big difference here. Tom's happy enough to see the Blood Angels manoeuvre.
I'm not glad that you're going to Deep Strike in first, actually.
Yes,
so
we'll get the first strike there, or earlier Deep Strikers going on. Okay, but we've got, I don't know, maybe perhaps we'd rather have Tom gone first. We'll go on to turn 1. It will be the Blood Angels that make the first move. Their patience wears thin here. Chaos must not be tolerated. It's now the turn for the Blood Angels to be sent in to see if they can take down the World Eaters. It's not going to be easy, but they will give it a try in the name of the Emperor of Mankind.
Oh, are they playing against Mike?
Yes, that's the plan. The other game we've got lined up is another Chaos Legion, so it's going to be Mike's Black Legion, and it's going to be a Xenos army faced against them. That's my Eldar. So that's
they get slaughtered.
Who gets slaughtered?
Who do you think?
Yep,
the Eldar.
Tom hates the Eldar. So whilst we're talking about Eldar, fresh from Siege Studios, I asked them to paint up the Shining Spears here to finish off my revamped list, and this is what's come through the post from them. So brilliant job here. This is the Exarch to lead one of the squads. So Siege have done a fantastic job. Again, this is silver level. Here, and I'll show you one of the other ones just there. Look at such a contrast.
They look great.
Yeah, no, they are a nice job for sure. So I got Siege to paint just the models for these, and then did the basing myself just to match in with the rest of the collection. But that's the result just there. So again, Siege just helping out with some of the units on the channel here. I kind of wish the Eldar would play. Look at them on the board. They could just, like a dart, just go straight for these, but not today. We'll have to keep the Eldar off the board. But the other,
keep them off. Yeah.
The other game, all being well, you keep a lookout for that. Will be Black Legion against the Eldar, and again, it's a knockout game. And then whoever wins in that battle will go through to the finals. Just a snap league, we're calling it here, just a quick league with some armies that we're using a lot at the moment, just to get some games played as we close out 9th edition. So a chance, perhaps, for the Eldar to shine. They could be crowned champions here as we see out 9th edition. Or it could be Chaos here. It's two Chaos, one Imperial, one Xenos here for this knockout snap tournament. Alright, so movements complete. I should mention terrain at this stage, so we're going to play this as obscuring this piece across here, and it's the and Tom's pointing out obscuring on that one, like so. Thank you, Tom. This one here,
I feel
obscuring.
like an air hostess.
So it's the hard edge we're playing, so we're going straight up like that. For this one, same for this one across here, just running the edge across like so, and for that one across there as well, pointed out by Tom. Regular runes for these, and then Munitron armor containers for the walkways and so on across here. And then some tank traps and barricades scattered across the board. That's terrain, just so everyone knows how we're fighting across this battlescape. Movement done for Blood Angels. Priority really was just to anchor objectives. So obviously holding on to the home objective, we spread out to our left and to our right and have obtained these two objectives across here. No CP picked up, so we didn't start the turn on top of a no man's land objective. And for those Blood Angels players, what about Forlorn Fury? Didn't have the CP for it because it would have cost me 2 because of the size of that squad, and for a Dreadnought it would have cost 2 CP as well. So,
Rod?
Yes, retrieve battlefield data with the Terminators. They've disembarked first from the Land Raider. I've moved across, just a regular move. I've got onto that objective and then performed the action. Didn't roll a 1, so that has gone ahead. So that's that scan completed across there. Death Company Dreadnoughts moved out across there as well. Empty Land Raider pushing through, staying near the Terminators to pick them up if needed. Librarian Dreadnought shuffling along behind. Forgot to move the Furio, so Tom's very graciously let me move him, so we've swung him around just to there. Death Company have jumped across, no advance really needed from them, just one model getting onto the objective. And then the other Librarian Dreadnought moving across towards that objective as well. We've got one model, we've got a toe hold on that objective across here as well. Just a measured approach to Blood Angels. Got to play tactically here. We can't lose our heads, although that could that could happen later when the axes and blades start swinging. We've got to try and line up our assault here and time it with this deep strike potentially taking place as well. So that's movement done. Psychic phase, yes, we'll go on to that next for the Blood Angels on turn 1. Just the one psychic power. Going to play Wings of Sanguinius. And that goes off, so we're allowed to make an extra move with the Dreadnought. It's just simply to push a bit further forward to move on to that objective. So I'm actually going to go for quickening as well, just in case the flanker turns up and tries a charge and something crazy happens. Yeah, and it goes off on a 5. Yeah, no, it doesn't. A 6 required, so that power has not manifested. I think that psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, shooting phase, quite straightforward. There's nothing really can shoot other than the Land Raider. I couldn't get an angle to Tom's Land Raider here, so we're going to have to ditch the T1 nickname, Tom.
T2 now.
T2 maybe. All right. So what we can see is Anger on here. He can't be obscured because he's 18 wounds. You can offload all the shots into him. Heavy bolters in range, and then with the free upgrades, Hunter Killer Missile will go against him as well. So we'll commit this to a friend. And of all Patreons, we should call upon Blood Angels Ryan. Yes, he is a Blood Angels player, an Imperial player, also dabbles with orcs. Hunter Killer Missile, first of all, with him. A hit, yes, normal shooting. Strength 10, so 3s to wound. And the wound comes through. So Angron can make his first invulnerable save of the day, which is a...
He's smiling at you with his teeth out.
God, okay. Well, hit him with our las cannons. Twin las cannons. 2 of them. Nice. 3s to wound at strength 9. And... command reroll. We'll leave it, Tom. Go ahead. 2 invulnerable saves.
Both failed.
Neither.
So I've got plenty of CP, so
Okay.
I will reroll one of those.
Okay. Tom not calling on Patreons here, but does block that one. Well done.
So 1 through.
D6 damage of Blood Angels Ryan. How does Blood Angels Ryan feel about the World Eaters? Hates them a fair bit. 4 damage coming through. Angron dropping down to 14. Still a long way to go, but some damage coming through. And then Twin Heavy Bolters, going to be 6 shots. Needing 3s. Needing 5s. Just the 1 comes through. Be AP -2 because of turn 1. Devastator Doctrine.
Oh, good. Smiling
And
at you
blocked
again.
as well. Well done, Tom. Okay. So Angron takes 4 wounds. That's it. Shooting phase finished. No charges to take place. We'll give you a summary on points here, but that's Blood Angels turn 1. Pretty quiet here. Tom said the game has already gone differently to how he had imagined. He was imagining a Blood Angel sweep across, or either army sweeping across the board, but it's more of a measured approach from both sides. Perhaps both armies respect each other with the damage that each side can do. And I've played against him enough times to know what Angron is like. If we move out, we can rapidly turn from the hunter into the hunted very quickly when Angron can move so quickly across the board. We'll give you an update on score at this early stage of the battle. Okay, so the update of the score is 0. Nothing picked up. Retrieve battlefield data, just the 1. I need 2 to start getting points to that. No prisoners, nothing being slain. Nothing for shot tactics, and no kill points been picked up. So that's the turn finished. We'll go on to turn 1 here for the World Eaters. I wonder how Tom will respond. Will he move out aggressively, or will we see a measured approach from these? Tom will keep one eye over his shoulder with the amount of deep striking stuff coming down, but Tom does have his own reserves that can come in. Your deep striking squads, they can come on turn 1 as well? No, they're normal.
Just the
flankers.
The Exalted can come on as normal deep strike, and the Exalted 8-bound, but the normal 8-bound can come on the turn
on the flanks. We'll see if Tom decides to do that, and that's either flank, just following the rules. I think it's can't come in my deployment zone, but all the way across here, Tom can arrive, so he could really push up aggressively. If he so wishes, we shall see. Turn 1 for the World Eaters next. Alright, so moving for the World Eaters, we're just capturing some of Tom's move and some of his thought processes here. So, anticipating Blood Angels deep striking in, he's going to counteract that. So more of a measured approach as well with the World Eaters. So we're not going to see this turn 1 smash each other apart that was predicted. It's going to be more of a measured approach. So more expendable units being used to deny the deep strikers as they charge if they come in. So 8-bound. These have turned up. This is your flanking reserve, guys.
Yeah, I've got one over there and one over here. So just as counters for if you do hit me, then they're available.
Okay.
Because the only thing you've got, like me, the only thing you've got for long range shooting is the Land Raiders.
Yeah.
And your fusion pistols don't worry me too much at the minute for like hitting anything decent.
Is this a weird kind of mirror, Tom?
It's
like,
strange.
It's mirror armies.
Well, you've definitely got a bit more shooting than me.
Okay. Jackals along here, anchoring objective and to form a screen. And then Tom says he's found a use for the spawn to create denial zones as well. So they've been thrown ahead.
Yeah, there's like a nice 9-inch bubble all around here, another 9-inch bubble all around there, and a 9-inch bubble all around there. So it means all of my units are protected to a certain degree, that they'll all be over a 12-inch charge for the Blood Angels.
So Paint Licker's paint pot, who we thought would be safe, has now been thrown out as a one-man screen.
Yes.
Okay. Angron lingering here as well, not being thrown ahead. Doesn't want him to be isolated by himself and then to be deleted quick enough. So respect being shown to the Blood Angels deep striking units here. Land Raider has now moved around the corner. It's going to go toe-to-toe with an Imperial Land Raider. Very, very cool to see. But Tom will get the first volley.
I get to fire my Land Raider!
Yes.
For the first time in 3 games.
Oh, it's a big
it
moment.
literally hasn't shot anything. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll quadruple ones and twos.
Oh dear. We're all rooting for you, Tom. Then around the other side of the board, bit of movement. I would say, Tom, it deserves to take out a big target just for the amount of times it's been destroyed and hasn't had a chance to shoot. Another Chaos Spawn moving out, forming a screen and holding an objective. And then, again, flanking, 8-bound, have turned up here. And then the Master of Execution just forming up behind this squad of Berserkers. And then Bane deploying just here. Interesting, the manoeuvring taking place here. Deep Strikers could turn up at any point. It is a bit scary because I've got a chaplain with my deep striking squads. He can grant reroll charges, a 6-inch bubble. You can also activate a Listening, which will grant +2 to the charge rolls. It'll be a 7-inch rerollable charge. It's a reliable charge. Tom has been up against this before, down through 9th edition, so he knows what to expect. And so just anticipating that as much as possible. So Listening is being taken on Chaplain and Grius. Is Listening of Hate, that's your standard reroll hit rolls. Mantra of Strength being taken, then Canticle of Hate, that's your 6-inch bubble for +2 to charges. Also +3 inches for pylons and consolidations as well. So no psychic phase here. Shooting phase.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Land Raider finally gets to shoot. So it's equipped with the twin heavy bolter. And then the 4 las cannon shots.
I'm almost tempted to shoot your Terminators.
With las cannons?
Mm.
Whoa.
But you've got 4 of them, haven't you?
I do. Yes.
Right. I sort of feel I should shoot the Land Raider.
It's the glaringly obvious target, but not necessarily.
I'll go into the Land Raider.
All right.
And then the heavy bolters can go into the Terminators.
So correct us if we're wrong. As my profile is yet to be updated, so I'm running at toughness 8 still on this thing. Okay, and my las cannons aren't quite as good either. Okay.
Right. So Chris Comiskey's I'm going to be using for this because it's his Land Raider.
His chance to shine. He'll be happy to see this.
It depends on what I roll.
Okay.
Okay. All hit bar 1. So I'll let that go.
So I should have said pop smoke, but Tom's roll wouldn't have. It was all 4s and 5s. And,
yeah.
So it would have.
Yeah. And then a 1 is what I missed with. I've got no re-rolls of 1 or anything going on over there. So
3s to wound.
3s to wound, yeah.
It's a big enough roll.
And terrible enough roll. So I will re-roll that one.
No. So what did you get, Tom?
1.
1. Woohoo! All right, so 1 save of 5+. God, we could deny this. Come on. Give me Andrew Swan. I get to be Imperial players, Imperial Patreons now. 5+. Come on.
Oh!
We do.
Come on! Right, Terminators.
Yeah, twin heavy bolter shots. 3s to win them.
3.
3 wounds come through. -1.
Yeah, so you got 2 up save.
Oh, the shields. Right,
Yep.
Gotcha.
Just don't roll 2 ones. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll still just try and play this safe here. We'll go for Chris Heim. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
The Land Raider did nothing.
But at least he had the chance to do nothing. Sorry. But so we could change his... fair's fair. I shouldn't taunt. So we're not going to call him T1 anymore. We'll call him D0. Sorry, right. Okay, well, Tom will try and lose that name perhaps on the on the next game. It could be a long old exchange between these two. My 3 las cannons. There's a lot of wounds to try and get from a Land Raider. Plus your toughness 9. So I'll be wounding on 4s as well. So 5s.
Oh no, strength 9, aren't you?
Yeah, las cannons. Yeah. Okay. All right, so no other shooting? Charges?
Nope.
Oh boy, quiet. 2 close combat, fast moving armies and yet turn 1 has been most quiet. How interesting. We'll calculate points and give you a point summary here at the end of turn 1. Okay, Tom says no points coming through. Nothing for secondaries at this stage. So 0, well, it's 0-0 at this stage. No points been picked up by anybody at this point. So we're going to move on to turn 2. Now things are going to start to get interesting. Blood Angels have got decisions to make. Do they send in their deep striking reserves now with these screens in the way, or do they wait? Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time moves on here. Blood Angels may need to try and strip these screens away, but we're lacking on firepower. So we'll have to think about this one carefully. Both sides conscious of getting units deleted. It's going to put dents in their armies, and it's going to start tipping the game in a certain direction here. Both sides are at full strength at this point. We'll go on to turn 2. Here for Blood Angels. They've established themselves at this end of the board. Do they send their deep strikers in? We shall have to see. Turn 2 coming up for them next. All right, so moving here on turn 2 for the Blood Angels.
Or lack of.
Yeah, not too much going on here. Because of this screen, there's no way I'm bringing the cream of my stuff down to take on screens. Tom's done well, he's blocking off my stuff, so I've got to try and deal with the screens partly. My firepower reader is that Lane Raider across there. We'll go around the other side of the board in just a moment. Dev Company, slight tweak with them. Librarian Dreadnought, slight shuffle with him, but anchoring onto this objective. We have brought these down, and they passed. It was 2+ to perform retrieve battlefield data. That's gone ahead, so I've got some points on the board for that secondary. Furioso's just stepped back here. We're conscious that Tom has deep strikers as well. Librarian Dreadnoughts remained on that objective as well. I tell you, Tom, it's like a fizzing bomb. It's just going to go off at some point.
You can feel the tension.
You can.
Yes.
Terminators have got back inside the Land Raider. And it's shifted across to here. It swung itself around to anchor this objective. Dev Company Dreadnought anchoring the objective as well. So Blood Angels is waiting. They know something's coming. And Tom surely must use his deep strikers aggressively. And then that is about it. So I've kept the rest of the reserves off the board for now. It partly is good for the Blood Angels, because if we get to Assault Doctrine, we'll get the extra shenanigans going on with them as well, so it'll work in their favour in that regard. 8 points have been picked up for primaries, the control of 2 or more objectives on the boards. Blood Angels bringing the points in at this stage. Psychic phase for them next. So Librarian Dreadnought's going to go for a smite across it. So that does go off on a 6. It'll be D3 mortal wounds. It's almost a waste of time against him. Because he's going to auto-recover his wounds. Yeah. Right, okay. So
you needed it to be a D6.
Yeah, super smite. Yeah. Okay, well then, in that case, that is psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. This is a tricky one. This is the situation. Land Raider across there, the glaring target is this Land Raider, but I've got to clear screens. There's a Paint Licker's Paint Pot and Amy Elmo. Both of those need to go. That's that one there and that one there. I think I must prioritise them for the overall game plan. So I'm going to put Twin Las Cannon into the Paint Licker's Paint Pot. And then we're going to go Twin Las Cannon and Heavy Bolter. It's going to go into the other spawn just across there in the ruin. That's the plan. I'll try and play tactically here. So for firepower, we shall go for... God, there's not too many Imperial friends. Marcus Anthony here. All right, so first Twin Las Cannon will go across there into that spawn over there. So looking for 3s. Okay, we'll hold. We'll go for 3s to wound, strength 9, toughness 5. AP -3.
Can't do anything, so just roll a 4, 5, or 6.
Yep.
Nope.
A 3. So we'll keep that 3. Yeah, Heavy Bolter should be able to do it, but we shall see. 3s for hits. 4s for wounds. Okay.
Definitely.
AP -1, Tom.
Oh, right.
So I think you're on
definitely not dead. I've got 6 up.
6s to block, yeah.
No, block.
Oh, scary. Okay. All right. So another 4 damage coming through. That removes that one from play. Okay. So far, so good. This is the trickier one. Into Paint Licker's Paint Pot across here. 3s. Ew. The command reroll. I've been told to save it for rerolls for wounds, but yeah. All right.
You picked up the dice that rolled a 1 and...
We'll try and wound now on a 3. Okay, it does come through. Nothing Tom can do. So now it's down to
4, 5 or 6.
A 4+, 50-50 chance to take the spawn away. Yeah. Okay. Paint Licker's paint pot survives. A hole blasted in the thing, but it regenerates itself. Okay, well done. That's it for firepower. No charges to take place here at this stage. So I got a kill point though.
So did I. And I got, you killed something on an objective as well.
All right, Tom starts to get points as well. All right, we'll calculate points at this stage. Turn comes to an end. We've had games where turn 1's been quiet all round, but now we're getting a quiet turn 2. But we'll see what Tom decides to do. There must be a tipping point coming up soon. All right, so points come through. 8 for primaries, a kill point being picked up, and then retrieve battlefield data are off the marker on 4 points of that one. So 13 points. Tom reckons he's picked up a point for Blood for the Blood God, and then the Blood God's Stew point being picked up as well. So 13 points to Tom's got a turn in hand. He's going to get 8 points immediately, so he'll catch up quick enough. And then we'll see if his turn 2 is the turn where we see a clash here. Very, very quiet game so far. Completely opposite to what you'd expect. You're thinking, oh, watch that game, turn 1 carnage. But oh no, we're now into turn 2 and both sides are yet to clash at this stage, but bear with us. The moment will come for sure. Whether it comes now on Tom's turn 2, we'll have to see. We'll go on to turn 2 for the World Eaters coming up next. So you have to forgive us. The thing is that if I had come down and hit across here and taken these out, Tom will counter punch immediately and then wipe out my striking power. So we've had to try and play it as tactically as possible. Land Raiders sacrificed firepower into the Land Raider and has gone for the tactical option here. Has taken out one of the spawn, but Tom has replaced it with the Paint Licker's paint pot. Oh, there's okay. So, how that's the most annoying chaos spawn, I think. Oh, dear. Shot holes in it, regenerated itself, and then just went and replaced the one that was slain. So,
I will advance with this one.
So I think Tom's going to try and keep the screen going here.
Oh, 6.
As long as possible. And the other one's zipped across to replace the other. How frustrating.
I'm sorry, guys, but like I can't have myself open to the strength of that attack that's coming in.
So these units are still available. I don't think they'll join the main attack, but they're available at tactical choice. The Sanguinary Guard, they're deadly enough. The Chaplain, the Captain from Deep Strike, and a Squad of Death Company as well. So these can land and they can strike very hard indeed. So Tom wants to keep the screen going for as long as possible. Wherever he comes out to play with other units, we shall see, and whether his Deep Striking units make their assault. We'll have to see as well. All right, turn 2 for the World Eaters. Tom has maintained the screen, as we've seen already. So running across here with these. Angron shifted across. He's pushed up a little bit, so the kind of reach for him is around about here. So Tom was saying next turn there is the possibility of the charge if we're going to try and hold on to that objective. Corn Berserker's here, also at the back, crowding onto this objective. Tom being conscious of his back line, marked by the pipes across here, keeping this squad of 8 bound at the back as well, just to watch this corner for any gaps where the Blood Angels might try and sneak in. Tom's not quite finished his movement yet. He's just contemplating whether to bring in reserves by Deep Strike or not. We've seen the spawn move across, so this one's shifted across. Paint Licker's paint pot's made it to here, and they're doing two things. They're holding on to the objective and also creating this barrier here, this distance required to keep the Blood Angels Deep Strikers from getting to the more precious units. 8 bound, Berserkers, Bane, Master of Executions. Land Raiders shifted across to here. So it does have line of sight to my Land Raider across there. So a game of shenanigans going on for sure. Both sides still yet to commit to the full-on frontal assault. Although Tom's tinkering along the back lines there. Of the
Ray Cross is going in.
You're sending him in?
He's getting fed up of waiting around.
Okay.
So
Ray Cross has lost patience.
Yeah, 9-inch charge on the Librarian.
Oh boy. These two armies have cancelled each other out, Tom. Let us know in the comments section if you've had a game like this before where it's been quiet on turn. Because we lack shooting,
I don't think we've ever had that quiet game on turn 1 and 2.
We're both our emphasis is close combat for both armies, and then there's that tremendous pressure on both sides to strike well before the opponent does, and so we're cancelling each other out in that regard. Let us know in the comment section if you've come across that before in games, whether it's Blood Angels against World Eaters or another combination of armies with a similar format here, but for both sides it's majoring on close combat, and that's resulting in the standoff being seen by both sides. It can't last, but it's continuing on, apart from a little element across here. There they are. Ray Cross's 8 bound have arrived.
So I'm going to go with 4 las cannons and the heavy bolters into Andrew Stewart.
Oh no, my Dreadnought. Yes. Let him pop smoke. For a CP.
It made a difference.
It did. It blocked one of those las cannon shots from coming through. 3's to wound.
Both wound.
-3.
Yep.
2 saves of 6+. I'll turn to a friend. Max Sword Knuckles, looking for a 6. I'll be happy if we get 1. We do not. I can't. Come on, reroll. I'm going to have to let it go. Sorry about this. 2d6 damage.
So it's d6 plus 2 damage. So 8 minus 1, so 7. And then 3. So 10 damage.
Yeah, do we explode? We do. It's going to be a mortal wound, I think, on the Land Raider. And that's pretty much it. But just like that.
My Land Raider did something!
He did! No.
Oh my goodness!
So
now he's no longer D0, he's D1.
Good, well done. Well done. Now he's taking out the Dreadnought. Dreadnought removed from play, Phoenix Law brought down. All of a sudden, the game shifts a gear. And you get points for that as well?
Yes. I get 1 point for it being for killing a unit. I'll get a victory point as well, obviously. And then I'll get a point at the end of the... I don't know if it's by the end of my turn or the end of that phase, because it was a vehicle.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, starting to see a bit of a shift in the game here. The pace begins. It's been a slow build-up, slow burn for a game, but things starting to ignite now. What's happened?
Right. So, I had 2 blood tie points from you killing my spawn, and then me killing this. And then at the end of the shooting phase, I get an additional blood tie point because I killed a character, vehicle, or monster this turn.
Vehicle,
which takes me to 3. Mm-hmm. So at the end of that phase, I'm going to spend 3 to give me +1 to charge. So I've got an 8-inch rerollable charge.
Yeah, curses. Okay, you can remove the model, Tom. It's all right. You can take him off. Oh dear.
Right.
Well, actually, it's not D1. It damaged 2 things. Damaged the Land Raider as well with the explosion.
All right.
So we could call him T2D2. We'll gradually establish ourselves on a name. Oh dear. Okay, right.
Part of me thinks I should have spent the 3 to get me the victory points, but we've still got how many turns left?
Ooh. Well, we might turn
So turn
3
2,
after
yes,
this.
there's 3 turns after this, so might be all right.
Okay.
But I need to get stuck in, really.
It's good. It's a good round of shooting. Tom's happy enough.
No
Anything
other
else?
shooting from me, no.
God. What other games have we had where it's just a Land Raider each side firing away? Strange one, this one. We'll go on to charges.
Yes.
I can't Overwatch. You're free to roll up. Tom can pick on a friend.
Yeah. We got Raycross there?
You do have the Raycross
Right,
dice.
well, let's do it.
Raycross is an Orcs player, an Eldar player, Drakari player, an Astra Militarian player, Space Marine, and a Death Watch player.
Well, Raycross clearly likes the hobby.
Yeah.
Right. 6 would be nice. Yeah!
Oh dear.
6 would be nice.
Yeah. Speechless. Send them in.
Sorry if anyone's listening with headphones on.
Pop smoke. Yeah, people would have been watching thinking, oh, it's not James today, so we can put the headphones on. And then Tom's just blown his lid here. Oh, he's going to grab the objective. Oh, the game's just shifted. Why? Oh, the agony.
I want to make sure I stay outside of the 3 from you for interrupting. Do you have anything that can make you interrupt further?
Not with him. He's not character, no. So you're free to fight him.
Okay. So what I will do then...
You should be able to shred that Dreadnought. I am -1 damage.
Oh, yeah. That. So I'm going to get spicy. And I'm going to spend a strat to give me +1 damage. So it is called Red Butchers. And it's 2 CP. And it gives me +1 damage.
Let us do our 9th edition thing, Tom. Flick through
Look
books.
through 12 books. Right.
Yeah. Where is that stratagem again? Oh no, it's not this book, Tom. Sorry. It's actually in this book, silly me.
Silly you.
Oh, come on. Or is it in this book?
What stratagem are you looking for?
A character dying gets to fight? Yes. I do.
How many CP?
2.
So all of your CP.
I don't mind, Tom. It could be 10 CP.
I mean, yeah, I would be using it as well, to be fair.
Okay.
Right. So we will start off with the champion, who has 2 chain fists. So
these are the models.
the champion is getting 5 attacks +1 for charge.
They're brutal models.
Is there anything else I can do?
Nice work, Tom. It's great to see another Chaos Legion fully represented on the channel. We're saying this season is the rise of Chaos. We've seen multiple Chaos armies appear. Got Mike's Black Legion turning up as well, with a Baden who's yet to be stopped as well. We've got a nice theme here. You've got Tom's army's not been stopped. You've got the Black Legion with a Baden. It's not been slain yet in the multiple games that he's been using as well. So this is a nice theme developing.
There's no way that either of these 2 armies would kill the Black Legion.
Why?
Because Abaddon, like...
It's solid as a rock.
Oh no, in fact, you've got Psychers. But, like, I've got no Psychers and hardly any shooting. So the likelihood of me killing him with Mike regenerating every turn.
Oh,
That's
because
crazy.
of your limited per phase.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep, carry on.
Right, so hitting you on 2s. So that is 5.
Ray Cross's unit getting stuck in here.
Yes. So, Ray, let's have a little look, shall we? You are strength 6 base, +3 for the chain fist, strength 9, +1 for the charge, strength 10. And so strength 10, so wounding on 3s.
Yep.
It is 3 going through, and they are -4. And they are 4 damage each.
No.
So it goes down to 3 damage each.
Yeah, dead.
Dead with just 1? Do you not have an infant on that?
Nope.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, Tom's disappointed because he didn't get to roll all of his dice. You can roll them if you want to.
That's crazy.
Damage 4. How do you get damage 4?
So I get damage 4 because they are 2 damage base. The champion is equipped with 2 of them. When he's equipped with 2 of them, he get +1 damage. And then I spent the 2 CP to give me an additional +1 damage.
Okay. There's no mystery why Tom takes 8 pound. And sorry, is that exalted?
They're exalted, yeah. So they're hitting on 2s.
And how many points, dare I ask?
Like 135 or something. 3.
Absolute bargain. Okay. I think
4 open vulnerable saves.
my Dreadnought's 150.
Right.
Okay, right. We shall strike back here. To save this objective, he needs to kill 3 of those. Then we'll count as holding it with the Dreadnought across here. So I'm going to spend the 2 CP. We'll calculate and see how many points. Now, I've got some high damage stuff, but Tom, you are carrying Invon, so
4 up.
okay. Right, I'd say, by my reckoning, 4 attack space, we were charged, and then the Halberd is an extra attack by itself. There is. Scott Costello. Blood Angels is his loyalty first on the list. Looking for 3s. Come on. Hang on a second. I think I need to roll to see if I detonate. If I detonate, I don't think I can use a stratagem.
Oh, really?
I'll just roll to see if I detonate. That's okay. We don't detonate. We'll carry on. We're looking for 3s. Come on, I need a really good roll, please.
That's a good roll.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. +1 to the wing rolls.
Yeah, I charged you.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Charged me. Okay, so yep. 2s. All of them. A full house. I cannot ask for more. Whatever the result is, this is D3 +3. These are straight 3. They're all going to result in kills. So Tom can just try and block all of them in one go. I guess. You got no feel no pains or any kind
How
of...
many?
6 in total.
Is it strange that I actually want you to kill them?
Yeah, not for these guys, no. So we're looking at... Can I get them?
Yeah, you killed them.
Got them wiped out. Okay.
Yay.
Okay, Tom gets rewarded for doing so. So Ray Cross squad arrived and then has been removed from play.
Right.
But they've taken out Librarian Dreadnought. And it's a Phoenix Lord cancelling each other out as well. Lucas Brown brought down here for Blood Angels and Ray Cross removed from play. But mission accomplished for him, taking out one of the Dreadnoughts. Tom's going to calculate points here. There's no morale. We'll give you an update on the score. Turn's going to come to an end. Blood Angels have lost a Dreadnought. It would unnerve an army, though, to have a unit like that turn up and just take out a Dreadnought like that. So no wonder both sides are playing a bit cagey here in this game. All right, so points coming through. Blood Angels have picked up a couple more. It's another kill point coming through for them for the 8-bound being destroyed and off the mark with no prisoners as well. 15 points to Blood Angels. Tom's picked up 8 for his primaries. Blood for the Blood God. 5 points coming through. Pile of Skulls high. 5 points coming through. That's the total. Blood God's due 1 point and 2 points for kill points. 21 points to 15. The scoreline is close enough. But some events along the back line here. A blow to the Blood Angels losing their Librarian Dreadnought. Although with the command points being spent, managed to delete the unit that went in after them. We're still at this standoff here between the main forces. As we head into the middle stage of the game, much of both armies are still on the board, bit out of character here for a lot of the games on the channel, but it's been a very tactical game and restraint being shown by both sides. Perhaps the two armies in the whole of 40k that are unrestrained, and yet how self-controlled they have been so far. But surely that must come...
I get a feeling that turn 3, 4 and 5 are going to be slightly different story.
Yeah, okay. So we'll think about what to do. I think Blood Angels have got to bring stuff down now as we come on to turn 3. So things will change for sure as we go on to the third turn of the game. For Blood Angels, coming up next. All right, so turn 3 for Blood Angels. They have gone for it here. Not as smoothly as we'd hoped, but we are going to go for the assault. So these have jumped out across here, going to try and disrupt this objective as much as possible. Not be able to capture it because Tom's got objectives secure with those. Death Company taking a back step here, just aware that Angron can jump 16. Librarian Dreadnought just continues on the objective as well. Furioso Dreadnought now will go on patrol at the back to look after that objective. Then around the other side of the board, got more aggressive here with deep striking attacks. So Tom was very clever here by placing the spawn, just blocking our deep striking options. If we'd have got a clean charge across here, we could have struck well enough, but it's not been the case. This spawn's disrupted that. We have managed to push right around this as far as we can get. Death Company have arrived, Captains arrived, Chaplains arrived, Sanguinary Guard. The other 5-man squad of Assault Marines just dropped in here onto the objective. Land Raiders pushed up as well with the Terminators inside. So that's the situation. Blood Angels have got to watch their own objectives. At the same time, we've got to try and do something to kick Tom off of primaries. That's movement done. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Right, line up for a charge across there. Deaf company to go against the 8-bound. Tom has fight on deaf. He can. How many CP, Tom? 2. It does cost you 2. All right, 2 CP.
We've
Tom.
got 4 though.
Yeah, Tom's got plenty. You can. It means you'll be able to fight if I destroy the 8-bound. I think that's why Tom put them in front of the other units, knowing that they could fight. It's got all the tricks here. So what can we do? We just have to throw ourselves in. Right, we'll go for Smite from the Librarian Dreadnought. Nice and straightforward. That goes off. Anything you can do?
Yes, that I'm not going to do.
D3 mortal wounds, and it's maxed out. 3 mortal wounds caused on that squad. And he takes them from there. Okay, or maybe not. Trying to lengthen the charge.
Yeah, because you might want to charge me. But you're going to get +1 anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like you to come a bit closer, to be honest.
Okay. We'll put the quickening on us just in case we're attacked somehow, and that goes off on a 7. All right, so extra attacks available for the Dreadnought. That psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Combi melter here. We'll go into. We'll see if we're in range here. I might be able to try and pick on an 8-bound. Nope, just out of range. We'll go into here.
Both profiles or just one?
Just the one. Trying to get the nice solid hit.
That's a good solid hit.
Not rerolling ones because he's a character. Okay.
Do you want to use your last CP? No?
No, Tom we'll hold.
Sure.
Oh, no. Commanding or oratory, we'll use that one for. Save that one. Tom's trying to disrupt my train of thought here. And it is working.
It's worked. Okay. There we go. It's worked.
Sanguinary Guard, they've got their Daka. We might just try and take out this, so we'll do that next. Right, it's not too easy actually. There's plenty of wounds.
Come on, paint liquors, paint pot.
So when does he regain his wounds? After I shoot him, after the end of the round?
I think it's after each thing is finished shooting.
Joking me, no way. Right, we're going to fire anyway. We're looking for 2s because we are heirs of a Skeleton. We're next to our captain. And we're rerolling 1s as well because of the captain. Okay,
Good
so
start.
they've all hit. 5s to win though. This is the tricky bit. And it ain't good at all. That's it. That's dreadful.
I'm fine.
Oh, don't even need to.
By me rolling.
Okay, so that is the case. You just auto regen. Yeah. Okay. Right, switch of plan. Land Raider's going to fire everything, yes, including the lascans, into these. If I could wipe them, charge and wipe, I could disrupt this objective. Trying to keep the big plan in mind. So we'll go for that. So we'll go lascans first. Looking for 3s. 2s to wound. 2 wounds do come through. AP -3. 5's Tom, I reckon. Well, Tom's got a 6. I was going to say give him cover for this.
Yeah.
So 1 Marine slain unless I roll a 1. Got 1. Huzzah. Okay, now it's down to 20. I'm going to regret that. Oh, man. Okay. 20 heavy bolter. Yeah, all wounded. -1. So Tom can go to 4s. Yeah.
3 dead.
3 dead. Damage 2, yeah. 1 will survive, and Tom will keep him on the objective, like so.
And then I have to run 1 inch.
Okay. He's going to go that way and hide. Okay. Interesting. Right. Okay. 5 bolt pistol shots against him. 4s to wound. 2 wounds do come through. It'd be a strange thing if you foul this one. A wound comes through, but the model remains alive. Okay, actually marks the end of shooting as the Death Company equipped with fusion pistols, range 6. So nothing else in range to shoot with. We'll go on to charges next. There's a charge across here into these. Even if we wipe these, Tom will still hold, but I think we've just got to charge anyway to try and clear that screen out of the way. And there's some charges across the other side as well. So I've got to think about this carefully. I'm going to say Death Company. I want them to go in against the 8-bound. So we'll declare only against them, not against anything else. It's a 9-inch charge. We play Commanding Oratory, by the way. So we've activated our Listening, which gives us +2 inches to our charge. The relic that he carries grants rerollable charges as well. So we're now looking at a 7-inch charge rerollable. Nathan Paxton for the charge here. Really want this one to go ahead. That does not. It's re-rollable. Got a bad feeling about this, Tom. Say no more. Say no more.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Sorry, headphones again.
Peter Grant. I heard him shout, "I shall charge single-handedly."
Okay.
Tom says, "Okay, I'm getting reckless now. We're moving into the I don't care anymore phase of the game." Well, send him in. No, I'm going to send in the captain here against these.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it. And it's re-rollable. And that one doesn't go in. Okie dokie.
This is not going to plan.
Not going to plan.
I mean, you could still kill a spawn with the sanguinary guard.
Okay, we'll go sanguinary guard.
I don't think you could actually kill paint pot.
Or declare him, but we want this prize here. We want this character here as well. So declare him as well. We calculated this earlier on. It's 11-inch stretch with the +2 is a 9-inch charge rerollable. Let's see if the sanguinary guard are up for the fight. This is JP squad here. They do not, and the last chance for a charge. They do not. Nobody charges in. What is a summary of 9th edition that the difficulty of charging in from deep strike, and even with rerollable +2, it's about as good as you can get. No charges have gone ahead. Usually they get something going ahead. Odds are I should have got something going ahead, but in this game here, the Blood Angels refuse to move. They've landed, but they will not charge in against the World Eaters. Charges, all of them, have stumbled at this point. And Tom's very graciously pointed out there that I have no CP left, which means Tom's free to fight me with no interrupt plays possible across the board. Great game. Thanks for watching.
Tune in again next time.
All right, so... one charge left. Yeah. Huzzah. They get a natural built-in +1. And they are up for the fight. Good for you, lads. We'll go in and take on the Jackals. Okay. So we are going to get to see a bit of a combat. Turn 3, though. Well, we know it's going to kick off. Tom's turn, it's all going to kick off for sure. Just look around to see if there's any other kind of charges across the board. The answer's no. Okay, so we'll press on with this combat next.
I'm going to spend 1 CP. For Blood Frenzy. No, not Blood Frenzy.
Ooh.
Yes, Blood Frenzy. So I will fight on death with that unit. It's 1 CP because they're troops.
Oh, it's not just £8 that get that then?
No, it's £8 Corn Berserkers. It's basically anything but characters. Okay.
Question, Tom. When you play against people other than me,
yes,
what's their impression of World Eaters? They're strong.
I don't really play against that many other people apart from you, Luke, to be fair. I've been to a tournament with them.
Yes.
And they performed well in the tournament.
What was your nemesis? Who did you struggle with?
The nemesis was wounds caps. It took me 5 turns to kill a bloodthirster, an 8-cap bloodthirster.
Okay.
It was ludicrous. So that's my nemesis, big time. Because we can't do it. We're only active, even with a land raider. I'm only really active in the fight phase.
Right.
Okay.
Note to self: run Eldar next time and take 4 Phoenix Lords. Okay. Right. We'll at least we can get to fight first here, but Tom will get to fight on death. Assault Marines. 1 attack base. Space Marines on the charge. Chainswords. And turn 3. Assault Doctrine. I'll take that one away because you don't get an extra attack for the Sergeant with a Power Sword, which is what he's got. His base of 2. Space Marines on the charge. And then Assault Doctrine, the extra attack for Blood Angels. So looking for 3s. And this is Jordan Russell here that we've used. Eldar player. We turn to them for help. We're not on +1 to hit rolls, we're just on +1 to the wound rolls. So we'll be wounding, or killing on 2, I guess.
Yep.
Taking -2. But I think we've done it.
Still got,
yeah, 9 wounds total.
So I don't remove. Okay. I move my guys in, and then I get to attack you.
Okay.
So the 1 CP is only going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
Okay. Dishonored with Skull Smasher first.
Yes.
So this guy in here, the big.
So he gets 3 attack base +1 because you charged him, and then I double the attacks with the Skull Smashers. So hitting on 4s.
That's insane.
I know, but I only hit twice.
Okay.
So that's okay. Strength user, which is strength 4 plus 1 for being charged. So 1 wound.
Okay.
So -2 for 2.
5 up to block. Come on. Yes, we do. Ooh. Holds.
Right, so then we've got a Mauler Chain Blade. Hits on 5, normally -1. Hits on 4s normally, so -1, so it's 1. Re-rolling, I'm just thinking, I think I get re-roll 1s from Angron.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, re-roll 1s from Angron.
Go ahead.
So still only 1. And then 1 wound, -2 for 2 again.
5 up, come on. No.
So just 1 dead, and then 3 normal guys.
My Assault Marines are magnetise their backpacks, because back in the day, you could run Blood Angels Assault Marines without jump packs.
We're looking 4s. We're looking 4s. 1! Hooray.
Whoa.
CP wasn't worth it, really. -1 for 1.
Saved on a 5. 1 Marine slain. Okay.
Right, so
Could have been a wipeout though. If Tom rolled well there, it could have gone.
1 victory point for you.
Yeah, and Tom
For
gets
killing
10.
unit. And then I'll get 1 for you bloodying that objective, and 1 for you killing a unit.
If I had got that, are you subject to any kind of morale with him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. If he runs off and I capture that objective, it's shock tactics. That could be a good result.
Oh, well, that's a reason for me to spend 2 CP if I've ever heard it.
Okay. Combat's resolved. There should have been a lot more. Could have been a lot more, but there wasn't. We'll calculate points. Bit of morale to resolve as well.
I'm going to spend the 2 CP because I don't want you getting shock tactics.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Tactical choice. What would you have rolled, Tom? 2 would have passed anyway, but Tom played it safe here. That's just denied that objective from me. Tom's objective is secure, we're not. We'll give you an update on the score here. Blood Angels, they are vulnerable at this point. Their charges have failed, and Tom's poised to strike back. It's both armies are geared, or have played it so that it is going for the counterpunch. We've tried to swing and have whiffed, and then Tom's going to strike back hard. All right, 8 points coming through for primaries, the Blood Angels. A point for destroying the Jackals for a kill point. And then no prisoners. Tally pushed up to 3 in total. 26 points, the Blood Angels. Tom's picked up 2 more. 1 for Blood God's Stew and then blood for the Blood God coming through, pushing him up to 24. So Tom's 2 points behind, but he's got a turn in hand. And what a turn it could be. Finally, we will see the smash take place. It looks like it's going to be the World Eaters that deliver the heavy blow here against the Blood Angels. We'll see what happens, but Blood Angels have tripped over their shoelaces here, and now the World Eaters are going to slam into them, especially over on that flank. We'll see how much we can withstand an attack, but the amount of damage that even a unit of 8-bound can cause, Blood Angels are going to find themselves in a heap of trouble for sure. And there's Angron across here, although the Blood Angels have stayed away from him. There's not too many options. A bit quieter over on this flank. There's a lot of actions take place across the other side. Turn 3 for the World Eaters coming up next. All right, so movement's done. The dam has burst now. It's been held back for long enough. Angron's jumped up and over. He's heading off in this direction to take on this lot. Across here, Tom knows full well I don't have interrupt play available with no CP. Or not enough CP, I've got 1. 8-bound have moved through. They should mash through these, no problem. These have moved out from the home objective as well.
The spawn's gone back in.
Who's that? Is that? Oh, that's
no one.
there. How useful they've been in this game. They've shielded. They've held objectives.
We were asking the Phoenix Lords what they wanted to be for this game in the group chat, and Paint Licker's Paint Pot was like, just give me the most useless thing. Like, give me a spawn. And that spawn has actually been preventing everything from happening over here.
Yeah, they've been they've been very, very useful units indeed. A very cheap way of blocking out deep strikers and stuff, so effective use. And a good switch in tactics, Tom, from objective holding all of a sudden just pushing them out to prevent deep strikers. So that's the battle taking place across here, and then across the other side, really the game's split into 2 fights, and then across the other side, quite predictable really. Tom's lurched out with these units from behind cover, heading off towards Blood Angels units. 8-bound have turned up across here to go after this objective and contest for a second time. And across here, 8 bound have moved out. Oh, character vs character, maybe, across here. And then joined by a second unit of Berserkers. Double unit of Berserkers to go after the Death Company. Master of Executions has climbed up and over at the top. And the Paint Licker's paint pot just going to sit there licking his lips on the objective. Job done. A happy little spawn. We'll until the thing opens up and the Terminators come out. Okay. And then play a game of Whack-A-Mole. We'll go on to... we'll go on to... no psychic phase, shooting phase, a little bit.
Yeah, last kind of.
Right. Okay. Oh yes, of course. Both Land Raiders are still alive. It's incredible.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bother shooting your Land Raider, to be honest. I think I'm going to. I need to kill your troops that are going to do your battlefield data. I think so. I think I might just fire everything into them.
Joking. Tactical choice.
What is my other option? Really, the other option is to try and kill a couple of Sanguinary Guard.
Mm-hmm.
With their no invulnerable saves. Okay. So I'm actually going to go the Heavy Bolters into the Death Company because it's only -1 AP. Mm-hmm. Then that takes them to 4. And then I'm going to go for the 4 las cannons into... No, I'm going to go the 4 las cannons into the Land Raider.
Yay.
Yeah. So, 6 Heavy Bolters.
Go for 3s.
3s again. So that's 4.
Okay. I'll call upon a friend. Darren Gardner. He's Death Guard, so Death Guard, Death Company, close enough. 4s. Oh, not bad.
Close enough.
Built-in feel no pain.
Mm-hmm.
6s. I've done it. God, 1 wound taken. Good for you, Death Company. It's just 1 wound on a chainsword man. Right, so I'm just going to commit this to Vagabond firepower here.
Vagabond's here shouting back at the Land Raider.
Okay.
Shoot better.
Patreon shooting. Here it comes.
He doesn't shoot better.
2 hits on the Land Raider.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. And a chance to save, which I shall take on Carl Roden. Tyranid Chitin. Goes straight through.
That is 6 damage.
With the +2. God, they're dangerous. Okay, dropping down to 9 wounds left. All right, Land Raider's still low, but it's taken a bit of a battering now, but it's still there. It's amazing, really. Both Land Raiders still operational. Anything else? A few other bits?
2 plasma pistols.
Okay.
So I just, I might as well fire the plasmas and the bolters. This back unit here, we're going to go with 3 bolt pistols, plasma pistol. So 3 bolt pistols, 2 hits. 2 wounds on the Death Company.
3 ups. Passed.
6 ups. Oh, you passed anyway, sorry. And then failed with the plasma gun. Then we're going to go same again. But there's 4 bolt pistols in this one. 2 more.
3 ups. Pass.
And then plasma pistol. Hits and wounds.
Nope.
And then feel no pain.
6 up.
1 dead.
No, all right. The one with the wound can come off. Just a chainsword Marine. Okay, 1 Death Company Marine slain.
Plasma pistol. Yeah.
Supercharging or not?
No.
Oh, okay. Default no.
Yep. Wounds.
1 comes through. 6 up. No, wound taken. Shooting it. Just a trifle, really, isn't it? It's not much going on.
No. Right, talking of trifles, let's get something to eat and send Angron in. So I'll send him in charging first.
It is, Tom. All this lack of close combat makes us hungry, doesn't it?
Makes one hungry.
Okay, go for the charge. Oh, no.
So it is within 10, which is a 9. And
yes,
then
yes.
+1 to charge, 8.
Rerollable.
And this is Korn's number. We are going to go for... it's longbow and charge, so we're going to use longbow's dice. Going to double stack.
Oh.
Let's see whether I can make a charge. Double 1. Good start. CP. Yeah, that'll do it. 10.
Oh, no. Oh, my precious Death Company.
Splat.
Oh, blast. I could do a suicidal heroic intervention.
You certainly could.
I could.
And then we are going to go with...
Oh, man, this is bad. This is really bad. If the 8-bound go in, this flank's lost.
Yeah, so these are within 7 is a 6, so it goes to a 5.
Okay.
Gets a 9.
Ugh. Can I borrow a CP, Tom? Just for interrupt somewhere. Oh boy. Right. Going very, very well on this flank indeed. Well done. We'll head round to the other side of the board.
We'll go with this one.
Oh, of course. Overwatch, I could.
It's not rerollable.
Yeah, Overwatch. Oh, we'll think about this. Heavy Fred cannons range 18, so yeah, I could, but it's not auto hits anymore, so no.
No, not in anyway.
Oh.
Okay, and then we'll start going over here.
Alright, these charging first across here. I'm not going to Overwatch, so Tom's free to go ahead with his charge. 6 will do, yeah.
Just
they'll be in.
Because they get +1.
Yeah,
So
stack them like
I'm just going to shuffle them like that, and then I can move them in a minute.
Yes.
Then we'll go with the 8-bound.
Go ahead.
Into the Sanguinary Guard. Yep.
Just them.
Yeah, I think so.
Just capturing the moment here, Tom. This is epic. Obviously, Blood Angels in trouble, but it's quite a moment here in the game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go into the... Well, I might as well tag the captain in as well, I think.
Yep. Got it. Fine.
Okay, and then Bane. Oh, sorry, I did say to Luke earlier on where I was going.
Okay.
And then the Berserkers. Yeah.
Tom's in the ideal situation. Free to fight first. No interrupts.
And then the Master of Executions.
Oh, he's even made a gap for him as well. Discharge. Well, that's how you roll charges, everybody. don't copy me. Dear me. Okay, so in they go. That's the fight. Crazy lineup here. Okay. Any other charges? No.
Oh, that's like my whole army charged, I think.
Look at it. Look how quiet it is at the back. The charges have taken place. It's taken a number of turns to get to this stage. We'll go on to combat resolution. Tom's free to fight first. So all the charges here. There's no danger of any kind of interrupts taking place. So the first one to fight will be the Master of Executions across here. He's going to go against the Death Company.
So you get 6 attacks plus 1 for charge. Hitting on 2s. One of them.
This is a Jackal hit. It's gold level Patreon.
Now I am strength 4, plus 3, strength 7, plus 1 for charge, strength 8. So 2s.
Nice.
So that is 5.
Yep.
Minus 3.
5 dice and 6s. Okay, for these saves and feel no pains, I'm going to use Michael Fry to try and help keep the Death Company alive. So 5 saves needing 6s. Oh, come on, give me double 6. Oh, that's nice. Well done. Damage on this axe is
2.
Okay, the first one. Oh, 2 5s. The next one. Nope. And the last chance. No, I've still lost 3. Feel no pain, not helping. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. We'll lose a power sword. That's a good result, Tom. Not too bad at all. It's good getting him in to cause some casualties. There's 3 Death Company left.
And then we'll go with the next one. The next squad.
Lapping round. Oh, it's grisly stuff. We'll zoom in so you can see the fight. Some battle. Oh, boy. It's a horror story here for the Blood Angels. I think we're about to see them get wiped here.
So I'm wondering, how many have you got left?
I've got 3 left. But both of these, like, bear in mind, whatever you see happen here, if this had flipped and the Blood Angels had charged it first,
it would have been painful as well.
Yeah, it would have been painful as well.
Yeah.
So it's whoever strikes first wins, basically. But we had our chance. We had it lined up. And there was a fair chance to get in the end. 9-inch charge, 7-inch charge, re-rollable. Should really have got some stuff going in, but fouled. And it's only right that Tom comes out to reap a mighty toll here against the stumbling Blood Angels.
So this is going to be 3s, followed by 3s, -2 for 1.
Okay. And all those dice are coming from 1 unit of Berserkers.
Yeah. They get 4 attacks each base, +1 for charge, and then the main, and then the captain gets 5 attacks +1 for charge.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 at minus.
Yeah, 12 for 5 amps.
Okay. Right, 12 saves of 5 plus. Okay. And then 6s need a miracle. That's enough to wipe them. They're gone. Just the sheer volume of attacks coming through. So remove those from play. That's Gut B squad. Had high hopes for them. But no, they have been slaughtered. Okay. So that's that squad there, isn't it? So they're free to make a consolidation move. If there's any consolation, this squad here can't fight. Not very much of a comfort. So we've finished this bit across here. Tom can consolidate in this direction if he so wishes. I doubt it. He doesn't want really the chaplain to get a free swing. Okay, so we're going to go to the 8-bound now. Our last real hope is the survival of the Sanguinary Guard. There is 8 of them, JP in command, but as we've seen, the 8-bound can dish out a horrific number of attacks. Tom can get through their armour.
Isn't it?
Yep, a horrendous amount of attacks coming through. I can't complain. I think Sanguinary Guard, I think on turn 3 on the charge, would be on about 5 attacks each, damage 2, so and +1 to the wound roll. So that,
yeah, but how many points is that unit?
240.
All right, okay. That's, yeah, probably comparable.
Okay.
You got slightly better armour. But this is going to hurt. So, I am on the 8-bound Eviscerators are user strength, so it's strength 6, strength 7 on the charge. So 3s and 3s again. And we will use...
There's a few gold level Patreons left.
I'll use Michael Gem.
Michael Gemin, Chaos player, 3s. Hoping for poor roll.
Now, also the ability from the Master of Executioners gives them 6s to hit auto wound.
Oh. And what damage is this going to be, Tom?
This is -3 AP for 2 damage.
2 damage. Oh. That's healthy.
So, auto wounds.
But the overall hit roll is some have failed, but not many really.
Come back. On the 3s.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
13 saves. AP -3.
3.
It's actually 5 ups to block. Give me a Patreon, Tom. It's the last hope.
Nicholas Lucas.
That'll do.
Imperial.
Yeah, Imperial player. I need a heap of 5s or 6s to stand any kind of chance. Come on.
That's...
Dead. And there's nothing I can do. An Apothecary would have been handy, but he's not yet. JP squad are gone. That's a deadly blow. Sanguinary Guard removed from play. I will remember this game, Tom.
You'll be getting your Eldar, or you will be getting your Eldar next.
Yes, could be.
We get past Mike first.
Got to get past the Black Legion first. Yeah, not easy as well. Chaos, they dominate the channel. It's official. Imperial forces are being wiped left, right, and centre. Xenos forces are having better success, but not able to stem the tide. Chaos Rising is a very good summary of the current situation. Now you can imagine Bane. Now you die.
Right, 2s.
Big fight. Come on.
3s.
3s to wound. Okay, and what's the damage, Tom, on each of these?
It's only damage 2.
Damage 2. I could survive.
You could. You don't get your invulnerable save though.
How many? I don't what?
You don't get your invulnerable save. Oh, dear.
So what do I get?
5 saves. It's AP -3, so 5 up.
No, he doesn't. He's not. He's just a regular captain.
All right.
But he's got the Storm Shield, which grants him the +1 to saving throws.
I presume you still get that. Yeah. Yeah.
So I get 5s.
Yeah. How many wounds is he then?
Oh, it's 5 wounds.
5 wounds. So you need to. Oh dear.
I need to pass 3.
Yeah, you need to pass 3.
Patreon time, Tom. A friend.
We've used Michael German, and we've used Nicholas Seekers. So who have you got left? You've got Orcs and Thousands.
Pass me JMH.
No.
He's an Eldar player. That'll do.
Right.
Yeah, we'll turn to them for help.
Just turn to them to try and spot.
Whenever the Imperium is in such desperate need, the Eldar become their friends. JMH, Eldar friend, bring about a miracle.
No.
Nope.
And even with your free reroll you get, you'd still be dead.
If there was an apothecary here, I'd still be dead. Oh, taking for playing. I don't have the CP to do the goodbye thing.
The goodbye thing.
Oh man, this is so bad. Oh dear, the agony.
You're next.
Oh, Chaplain.
Has he got a good weapon to hit me with?
Not battle damage too. Yeah, he could do something. Please let me have a go.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lone chaplain here. You can imagine him waving at the Land Raider. Now would be a helpful time to disembark with the Thunderhammers.
No, I think it'd just be a helpful time to be picked up.
Or picked up, yeah, no. Taxi! Okay, right, we'll head round to the other side of the board and hope for brighter results for the Blood Angels. Yeah, maybe not such a bright prospect around here. I'll not tap in with the Dreadnought. We'll leave him. I'd rather charge first. Hang on a second. Does Angron have an ability that shuts me down and makes me fight last?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I'll charge him next turn.
Okay. But I can pile into you once I've killed all the Death Company.
You could. Right. I see. Go ahead. No, I'm not going to tap in, thank you.
Sure?
No, I'm sure.
Right, okay. I get silly tax, don't I? Yeah? 30 something.
Alright, Tom's struggling to find the right amount of dice here. So you're going for the 2 damage multi-attack thing?
It's actually only 1 damage.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6 misses. But it is still strength 8.
2's to range, yeah. Okay. Sheesh, man. Alright, lots of saves to make for sure.
23 saves.
23 saves. I've had enough, Tom. I'm going to use the Xenos dice.
6, 8, 9. I've got the other 9 to go. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 saves.
Okay. And I don't have enough dice for that either, so we'll go for some Imperial Fist dice as well. AP -3.
Yep.
6 is to block. Got some. And then we'll go for 6 plus Feel No Pain. It's a valiant attempt. I have rolled a good number of 6s, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stem the tide. We shall see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 spare. Death Company removed from play. Slaughtered by Angron. Alright, so Tom electing not to tap into the Dreadnought. It's actually got quickening, so it would be dangerous enough, so Tom's going to leave it. So 8 bound, it's just a formality here as they take on the 4 Assault Marines. one round of combat, Tom has stripped the ability, I think, for Blood Angels to continue this fight here. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
-3.
6s for a miracle. None. Take them off. They're gone. Target destroyed. Alright, so combat's resolved except one. Champion Angrius across the other side of the board. We'll fight with him next. Yeah, he's really caught out here. Base of 3 attacks. I wasn't charged, didn't heroically intervene. I didn't charge, so I don't get the bonus for Space Marines, don't get the bonus for the assault phase, don't get +1 to the wound rolls, we don't reckon. So,
we're really putting Fearless to the test here for a chaplain.
Yeah. He's hit though.
Okay, cool.
And he's caused a wound. Strength 6 we are. Feel toughness 6.
Toughness 6, yeah.
Yeah, 1 wound caused. AP minus.
Where are my dice?
AP minus 2.
I'm all good.
And blocked. Okay, that is combat's resolved. We'll calculate points at this stage. But as you can see, flank across here has collapsed. There's 1 lone dreadnought across there and across the other side. There's more resources of Blood Angels, but Tom's tipped that flank well and truly in his favour. Alright, one word to summarise it all. As Tom has said, it's been brutal here. Damage, horrific damage dealt out by the World Eaters here against the Blood Angels. Okay, so points coming through. Primaries 8 points, 3 kill points maxed out of that, obviously. Blood for the Blood God is now up to 13. Pile of Skulls is now up to 10. Blood God Stew is now up to 4. Adding that together is 48 points. It's a great score with still 2 turns to go. Blood Angels on 26, so a big gap has opened up now, reflecting the state of play really. Blood Angels units have been slaughtered. Now, I can't complain too much because Blood Angels strike hard. If they had got in as effectively as Tom's been able to strike Blood Angels units and pick where those units have gone in. We have struggled trying to get through the screen.
The likelihood of failing all of those charges over here is extremely...
It's very rare. Yeah. Happens, yeah. So.
And it would have been a different story altogether.
Yes, very true. So what can you do? You just have to... What can you do against such reckless hate from the World Eaters? But good play, Tom. Tom screened his force well, wouldn't let the Blood Angels in, and then counter-punched with great effect. So turn comes to an end. 48 points to 26. I reckon the Blood Angels, they can't recover from this, but we'll press on. They have some options available. There's the Librarian Dreadnought across here, fresh, poised and ready to go. There is a Dreadnought Guard in the back lines, and then inside that Land Raider, which is operational, there are the Blood Angels Assault Terminators. They could come to the rescue here for the chaplain. So we'll press on to turn 4, now moving into the later stage of the game for the Blood Angels coming up next. Alright, so Blood Angels turn 4. We'll press on. There's some opportunity for us here. 8 points have been picked up for primaries for controlling this objective at the back and the objective across the other side. So Dreadnought just naturally going to move around and take on those. A little mini battle along the back lines. Librarian Dreadnought hasn't moved. It will use psychic powers, shooting and close combat to try and take on Angron. Not much we can do about this objective across here, and then around the other side of the board. Terminators have got out and strung across here. Land Raiders stayed on the objective. Assault Marines have jumped across and performed their retrieve battlefield data action, and also landed on top of this objective and captured it. So you're not objective secured across here.
No, it's just a spawn.
So that's shock tactics as well. Right.
These guys are objective secured, but they're not over there.
Terminators can't take on all of this. We're going to try and charge sort of across here and do the best that we can. That's movement done. We'll go on to psychic phase next. Joe, just in hindsight, Tom, imagine if I'd held the Sanguinary Guard back like as a second option and then jumped them in now across the other side.
Yeah, you could have just deep struck them in further
into
back.
there, and then move them across. That really could help.
There was just, I think, like you say, it was just one layer to that attack. But then you've got this stuff coming in now.
Yes, yeah. So we'll go for Smite into the belly of Angron here. Bjork the Zog Puncher. We'll make it a bit orky. Ooh, 10. Almost a super. Do you want to try and block that, Tom, for D3 mortal wounds?
No.
Okay, D3 from Bjork the Zog Puncher. 2 mortal wounds caused, dropping down to 12. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's great. And then I think I've got to go for the quickening. Give me the extra attacks. It doesn't go off. I'd rather it did. And I'm just trying to think if I need the extra CP for anything. I've got 2. So yeah, I'll CP reroll this one. And we get a 6 that will go off. Unless Tom wants to try and block this. It'll be D3 extra attacks for the Dreadnought. He also gets reroll charges, but I don't think that's going to be required. And I'm just going to let it go.
Did you roll your 2+?
Oh, I didn't. Right, yes. So retrieve battlefield data. I said it went ahead, but I didn't roll. So just don't get a 1. Okay, we're okay. All right, so that goes ahead. That's fine. We're now looking for shooting phase next, and there's a few options available. So we'll turn to the artist formerly known as Vij. We'll offload everything we have into those, starting with a melter gun. Yow, missed. We'll then go for the Furiosa Dreadnought. It has its own unique weapon here. It's the heavy frag cannon. So heavy 2d3 shots. Okay, so 4. Used to be auto hits. 3s. 3s to wound, strength 7. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. AP -1.
Okay.
And blocked, so no impact from him. Next, we'll go Librarian Dreadnought. We'll go for this coloured dice this time, looking for a 3. Into the belly of Angron. 3s to wound. Right, done my bit, Tom.
I don't even know what you showed me with. Melter,
yeah, put a melter gun into his belly.
Failed.
Ooh. D6 plus 2 damage, Tom. Be careful.
I kind of want him to die. So no, you're fine.
Come on. I'll turn to Dave Humphries, the last one. The last gold level patch. Oh, nice. 5 plus 2. 7 wounds. Oh, not too bad. Just 5 wounds left on Angron. Oh. Okay, well done, Librarian Dreadnought. That's Romulus or Remus. It's one of the two, but he's fighting away and he's preparing to charge. We'll go to the Land Raider next. Yeah, Land Raider. I'm going to fight everything into the 8-bound. I'll get rid of those. They have the fight on death thing. I don't like them, and they've been a real bane in this game. So I will try and shoot them. 6 heavy bolter shots, 4 las cannons. We'll go las cannons first. 3s. 3s. Okay. 2 invulnerable saves, Tom, or 4 plus. Quite an important roll, actually.
These are not exalted, so it's a 5+.
Oh.
And I pass 1.
Well done, Tom. Block 1. And it's 1 damage.
Now, if you were at Chaos, that would have still been 3 damage.
I don't care. Tactics out the window. I don't care. I am command rerolling that because I've got to kill one. Well,
this is great. This is what normally happens to me. It's amazing.
Oh, no. Right. 1 wound caused. Okay. We'll go for the heavy.
Yes, I'll put that 1 wound on there.
Heavy bolter. Come on. Oh, no. Wait, 1 wound comes through. You could kill him. AP -1.
No, he's fine. You made the right decision shooting the 8-bound, though. Because if you even left 1 of these alive, then they would have piled into you.
Oh. And stopped the charge?
Yeah.
Oh, disaster. Right. No.
Or even piled in and taken the objective back.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
So that was the right move.
Okay.
Even though you fluffed it.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. I think that shooting phase finished. So bad result across here. Brilliant result here from the Librarian Dreadnought. And then tragedy there with the Land Raider. We'll go on to charges next. Oh dear. Charges taking place. So charged here with the Librarian Dreadnought, right? That's good. Okay. We charged across here. Yeah, that's good. Charged with him. Great. And then round the other side. And then round here, we charged the Terminators into the 8-bound, into Bane, and into this to try and kill this. So this is all good until Tom said, where are you going to fight first? Of course, Tom's got 2 CP, can interrupt play. So one of these combats, Tom's going to interrupt and cause big trouble for the Blood Angels here. So, I mean, so here you could interrupt. If I fight first, I think I need to think about this one. Your battle report is in a queue, and we'll resume as soon as possible. Oh man, this is agony. Agony. It's going to hurt whichever way I choose to do this. I can lose the home objective, lose the librarian dreadnought, lose that objective, or try and resist here with the Terminators. If I lose any of their number, it's going to cut down their fighting ability. So this is a painful, painful decision. Okay, so it's interrupt, play, or fight and death. It's one or the other. Tom's got that decision to make.
I've got 2 CP. These guys can interrupt, play, or fight on death. These guys at the back can can interrupt play, but cannot fight on death. And then Angron can interrupt play.
Right. If I fight Angron first to kill him, he'll come back. So it's the least reward, right? If I don't fight first here, I could try and weather the storm, although that storm would be nasty. If I do choose to fight first, Tom could just put fight on death anyway on those and kill them anyway. And then across the other side, if I don't fight first across there, I will die against that squad. So, yeah, explain that has really helped. I'm still not sure what to do. It's a kind of like a win, lose, lose situation, whichever combination you decide to go for. I'll fight first here.
Okay.
With these.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick to the plan. I'm going to put one of them into here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put 2 into here,
mm-hmm.
and then the sergeant and the extra guy into Bane. That's the plan.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to split it all up.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, do attacks into Bane, sergeant.
I am not going to fight on death.
Yeah, okay. Space Marines on the charge, and then assault phase for Blood Angels, and then his friend 2 and 2 more. So we're looking at no kind of bonuses, no captain around to help us out. So we're looking at 4s, try and hit Bane here. Come on.
Just above average.
Below average.
Oh, just below average, actually. Sorry, I didn't see that.
2 to wound. Triple, double one. Just the 2 make it 3.
Not a triple double. 1 makes it through.
Okay, 3 damage. We had a chance. That's fair. 2 attacks each. Another 2 for Space Marines on the charge and Blood Angels on the assault phase. Yeah, just checking back through the footage. Canticle of Hate here. Reroll and hit rolls. 5 missed. The Chaplain. And Mantra of Strength was the other that he had. That prayer that went off. So we're looking for 4s. This is still against Bane here. 2s to wound him. Alright, all of a sudden 3 more. Well. And another 6 damage go through against Bane.
Okie, he's dead.
And he's going to go. Ooh, Chaplain. Okay. It's that's Peter Grant, but that was that's marking where the captain died. So, well done to the Chaplain there. Chanting that prayer across the line of enemy troops over onto the Terminators. All right, so we'll do their attacks into the 8 bound. So it's 4 each in total. Looking for 4s. Rerollable. It's helped a little bit. These veterans of the channel. 2s to wound. 4 saves. Each one is damaged 3. Big enough roll. Oh, Tom's blocked 2.
2 dead.
2 go through, yeah. 2 slain. The wipeout would have been preferable. One of them can cause such trouble. And then we'll do our attacks. 4 of them into the spawn.
The poor spawn.
Rerollable. This is the Paint Licker's paint pot. 2s to kill. Yep, got it. 6 wounds dished out, and that's the end of him. A real blight here on this Blood Angels force, but finally the Paint Licker's paint pot spawn is removed from play. Alright, so that's good work from that squad. That's Michael Fryer's squad, and the Sergeant Moore, one of the autarchs on the channel. So I've tried to lap round here to try and prevent the escape. It might protect us perhaps from lads.
I'm not falling back.
Fire coming through.
Unbelievable. Who do you think I am? An Ultramarine?
Oh. Okay. So that's that done. So what are you going to do now, Tom? Interrupt play?
I'm going to interrupt with Angron.
Oh, okay. All right, the destruction of the Dreadnought we should witness. It's on 4 wounds, but the amount of damage that can come through.
So I get 8 attacks plus 1 because you charged me.
Okay. It's interesting because it means we'll get to fight across there.
I don't mind you fighting here.
Okay.
I'm hitting on 2.
We've got to hope for lots of ones.
Still 2s.
Look at that.
Look at all the smiley angron teeth.
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7. Strength 9. Strength 15.
Go ahead.
Yeah, strength 9 base. Plus 5.
Is it -4, Tom?
Strength 14. Yes, -4.
Oh, take the Dreadnought off.
D3 plus 3.
And we explode though. It's just one more to win from the Dreadnought. And Tom can make an adjustment with Vanguard if he wants to, although he's on that objective quite nicely, but you can shuffle him a little bit.
Oops, sorry.
Like so, yeah. So, 4 wounds left. Okay. Furioso Dreadnought fighting next. Base of 4, Space Marines on the charge, and then Blood Angels. We're looking for 3s. With the Furioso Fist. Failed badly here. 2 wounds do come through. -3.
These are 4-ups. So
4-ups
1 through.
Yeah, damage 3. So
1 dead.
slay 1. Okay, but 2 remain, which is trouble for that Dreadnought.
2s followed by 3s. 2s.
Is Tom fighting back across here?
Followed by 3s. So that is 10 damage, but you take each one down by 1, so 5 damage so far.
AP minus?
4.
Duh.
And then I've got 2 attacks with the 8-bound eviscerators. 2 hits. And 2 wounds. And these are -3.
6s?
2,
Nope.
2 damage each again, so 1 damage each.
Oh.
Sadly, I couldn't. I didn't have the CP to increase the damage by 1.
Right, okay. We've survived with a single wound left. Well, that Dreadnought may well meet its end quite soon with Angron around. And then there's one of the 8-bound across the other side against the Terminators to try and survive.
So 5 attacks, +1 for being charged, and then +1 for each of the eviscerators. This is a regular one, so hitting on 3s. And then wounding on... it could be 2s. It's not wounding on 3s. 4, -3.
Forced block. Whoa. Damage 2.
2 each, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, 1 slain. Okay, so 1 Terminator slain. Alright, so 1 Terminator removed from play. I think that's combat's resolved across the board. The Terminator Chaplain, by the way, just stranded. There's no one to fight, no one to pile into, so he'll just sit where he is, and we'll calculate points here. Blood Angels have struck back as hard as they can with the resources that they have. They've had some pretty good results. We'll give you an update on the score. So, points coming through for Blood Angels. They have kept the points flowing in. In any ordinary game, the point score isn't too bad. 8 points picked up for primaries, 2 units destroyed. This is Spawn and... Invocatus destroyed, yeah. So 2 bonus points picked up for that. Shock Tactics was achieved, 4 points. An extra point for no prisoners now. 44 is the kill tally so far. And they retrieved battlefield data. A third zone, the action was performed in there, so up to 8 points for that. 45 points, Blood Angels. So points-wise, they set out to cautiously and carefully just start the points coming through. They've done that. Here, but they've been maimed and mauled here by the World Eaters. So Tom on about 48 points. But Tom's got a turn in hand here. He's bitten off the larger chunk here in this battle. That's made all the difference. We'll roll on here. We'll go on to turn 4 here to see the next stage of the assault here from the World Eaters, Chaos Space Marines. So it's been an interesting game, Tom. It's a strange one here, completely against what we'd expected it to be. Turn 1, we're expecting either of the 2 armies to pile in and for attacks to move very quickly here, turn 1, turn 2, but it's been the complete opposite here. It's been a slow burn, a slow build-up, and then all of a sudden, an attempt from the Blood Angels to break in, which failed, and then Tom counterpunched, did so very effectively indeed. And he needed to as well. Blood Angels can strike hard enough. For sure. So Tom's on his move at the moment. If you do enjoy our games, you want to help support the channel, then you can join us on YouTube channel membership. There's multiple levels available for that. Guardian will get you onto our Discord and give you loyalty badges in the comments section. It's the lowest level of support. The most common is Aspect, where it gives you all the previous bonuses and then access to all of our bonus and exclusive content on channel membership. And then for the extra support, if you want to, we have Autark level, which gives you a model allocation in our games. And then you can also join us with the Phoenix Lords. As you've seen, they get allocated to units, all of our battle reports, and you can join us over on the WhatsApp. And also some extra perks revealed once you join us at Phoenix Lord level. So a big thank you to all the YouTube channel members. It's a big help. It helps us replace the terrain that Tom destroys as he moves models around the table. So Angron's now pushing through. It's realistic though. He just smashes his way through anything that gets in his path. He's heading off towards the Land Raider here, which has survived through at turn 4. But link for membership is in the video description below, or you can go to the channel homepage and hit the join button and help support the channel here. Casualties have been still, of course, damaged, but just
the army doesn't seem to have taken as much damage as it's taken in previous games, but that's because the previous games we've played has always been
heavy shooting.
Against gun lines.
Have we done Tower?
No, we haven't done Tower.
Haven't done Tower. That would be some contrast to the game. Okay, so these are pushed through to obvious stuff, logical stuff. They're going after the assault marines on the objective. These are going to go in against the Terminators to try and relieve him. Their Masters of Execution's moving around to try and take the head of the Defiant Chaplain. Land Raider surviving and remaining where it is.
And shooting at the Dreadnought.
And Tom's going to go after the Dreadnought all the way up the other end of the board. The 8-bound backing out of close combat onto the objective and taking it, actually controlling it. Across there. It's an Angron bursting through this direction to take on my Land Raider. The 8-bound you can see across the other side are going after that objective in the top corner, and then just really holding the objective across the other side with the Corn Berserkers. And who's in here? Yes, the Spawn.
The nameless Spawn.
Doing his job. It's told to sit and has remain stationary. That's it. We'll go on to shooting phase next. 2 in his laser cannons. Tom's been rolling up here against the Dreadnought. 6 to survive. Oh, we got 1. Yeah, why not? You never know what you... Just don't roll a 1 because it's -1 damage. Oh, it's +2 though. Forget it. And do we explode? No, we don't. Okay, that's my Fisto gone. Okay, so that's the backline objective gone. Okay, we did our best. So really it's just a fight across here, what's left of the Blood Angels force.
Yep. Charges.
By the way, Heavy Bolter took out one of the Assault Marines, just 4 of them left. Yeah, we're going to charges next.
Angry Ronald.
Oh, about a 6.
+1, 5.
5. Oh, he gets it just about.
Well, he is injured, so
There he goes.
that's his excuse.
Okay.
Don't
of
really
executions.
need to roll it, but
Double 6.
double 6 just to be extra safe. And then we will chuck these guys into there.
In they go. All right. All right. So again, it looks so good. I mean, this is just classic stuff here. Brilliant. I'm sure these two sides will clash again, perhaps in a different edition of 40k. We'll have to see. So what's this, Tom?
Angron.
Oh. I should have overwatched with the Land Raider, you know.
You spent your last CP.
No, I was just doing a theoretical.
Doing your silly thing over there, didn't you?
Yeah.
-3. No, -4. So 6s?
Yeah. 6 6s. Coming right up.
Yeah. 4. Dead.
Oh. Okay. Do we blow up? Oh. No. Okay. Land Raider destroyed. Removed from play. Objective lost. Okay. It's last stand of the Blood Angels. Now, we've been cleared out across here. So this is what's left.
You have a double-handed... Nope, don't have a double-handed in there.
Tom could go for the wipeout here. Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
the Terminators are going to be tough to...
Yeah.
Because these are only 8... Well, that's not AP -1, but the rest of these things are.
Okay.
And then 5 plus 1. Right.
This is assault
3s and
rifle.
3s.
Is that his squad? Is that Nate Miller's squad?
Yeah.
Okay, in they go.
His ability onto them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. So -2.
5s. Oh, horrific. Target destroyed. So there you go. Okay, that's that objective gone. Tom's stacking up blood.
It's just ridiculous. Like the fact that you can trade in 3 of those for 5 points, and the rate that you get them is unreal.
Okay, we're down to 5 models left.
Yeah. So we are going for 5 models. Oh, is that all you've got left? Oh, what's left?
Well, I'm looking on.
Oh yeah, that is it.
That is it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so 4 plus 1. 5 plus 1. 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1. And 4 plus 1. So we'll do all of the normal attacks first. So these are just the AP -1. So 3s and 3s again. So this is going to be lots of 2-up saves. Oh no, it's my AP -2, sorry. Right. So lots of 3-up saves. 8.
Damage 1.
Yeah.
That's enough to slay one, and a wound on another.
And then the Cornate Eviscerator is a bit more tasty. So this is hitting on 3s, but then 2s to wound.
Dylan Moore, Sergeant Moore, and Michael Fryer, the last men standing here for the Imperium.
3s to hit, 2s to wound. So this is, there's 5. This is AP -4.
4 ups.
2 damage each.
Ooh.
Another one down.
Yep, no, wound taker's actually going to slay him.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then stick 2 wounds onto another.
Okay.
So he's down to 1 wound left. Oh, come on, guys. It is down, literally down to Michael Fryer and Sergeant Moore here.
Right, Vanguard. Vanguard? Vagabond. Vagabond. Each time we can attack this. Right, so hitting on 2s. 6s are mortals. So 2 mortal wounds.
Oh.
And then I am your toughness 4.
Yeah.
Strength 7, strength 8, wounded on 2s. And re-rolling, because you're a character. So 4. AP -3, 2 damage each.
5 ups, invulnerable save.
So 2, 4, 6, and then the 2 mortals.
8. Take them off. Oh, boy. Now, Tom's got 1 CP, right?
Yeah, can't do anything with
You
that.
can't do anything. I do get to swing with these.
Yeah.
And I will swing.
Well, that's a lie. Actually, I can do something. No, I can't do anything with it
Okay.
because they're not troops. So yeah, you can kill him and he can't do anything back to you.
Right, okay. Which I shall try and do that. All right, well, I'm going to roll up for each of these individuals that are left. So I'm going to say Michael Fryer, Brother Michael, will fight against the 8-pound in 4s.
You still get your reroll.
It's emanating from the chaplain, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought he just cast it on them. One of them's an aura, but one of them's a. Is it not? Or are they all auras?
You know, I'll check, Tom. Yes, we'll check here. No, that one's an aura ability, so we'll stick with that. We're looking for 2s to wound, and those 2 come through.
He did.
Go on, all right. It's a bit of revenge against him. Okay.
And I've actually run out of blood tie points tokens.
Oh, he's actually run out of tokens.
It's just
I feel
ridiculous.
sorry for you, Tom. It's harsh. we'll then go for 5 attacks across here. Oh, the joy if we can get 5 out of 5 hits. We get 1. Oh, no, that's Sergeant Moore fighting away. Dice has gone off the table. 2s for a wound. Yep, so we're looking at AP -3 now. and 3 damage. So 1.
I'm almost tempted to CP reroll that.
1.
Just
One.
to defy you.
Do it, Tom, because it's the final thing of the game. Because I'm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
defy you! I do not defy you.
All right. 1 Corn Berserker gone. All right, so that's combat's resolved across the other side, and that marks the end of the battle. It is well and truly over across here. Strange game. I'd say 1 game in 20 we play, we get like a strange kind of game. This has been one of them. It's not gone how we predicted it would go. Tom's, look at him, he's beavering away at the points tally over there. He wants to find out the points that have been scored. So Tom will project ahead onto future turns. He's going to max out here on primaries. Our main aim was to try and drive Tom off of primaries, but we kept delaying our assault, which allowed Tom to get those primaries coming through. We knew he'd be strong on secondaries, which he was. When we finally go for the assault, we tripped and stumbled, and then we were punished in return. Blood Angels can pack a mean punch, so maybe not exhibited that as much here in this game with the failure to execute their charges. But that's credit to Tom. He screened well, broke up the Blood Angels' assault, and then placed his units well enough to strike back. So some great tactics being seen here. So a victory here for the World Eaters, and rightly so. They've outwitted, outmaneuvered, outbattled the Blood Angels here in this game, and have achieved themselves a notable victory. Good clash, this one. A tricky one, though. Both sides geared up for close combat, and that's kind of been a mirror here in this game and sort of cancelled each other out for sure. So, silver level patrons, I'll call them out here by name at the end of the battle. That's Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons, and Justine Hay. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. I think we'll call out Patreons that have survived through to the end of the game. It's not too many.
1 honourable mention.
2. Oh!
To T6 or T5.
T5.
T5D, don't know what.
Chris Comiskey in charge.
Chris Comiskey, that's what I needed to do all along. I just needed to put Chris Comiskey in the driving seat.
Yeah, no, he's done well. Land Raider huddled in that corner, but it survived through... hang on a second. How much damage has that thing taken?
Nothing.
None. God, what an opposite to usual.
So we've got Chris Comiskey, we've got Nate Miller, we've got BPP Wargamer, we've got Vagabond, Michael Fryer.
No, they don't really. No,
they don't really count.
They won't. I don't.
Sorry, Michael, you got fried. And Dylan Moore's dead as well.
Sorry, but no, they won't.
Longbow BB.
Yes.
Daniel Cunningham.
Oh yes, across here as well. Yeah, well done.
So you know what to do, Patreons. You just need to join Chaos.
God, Tom's free to say it. We can't resist Chaos here on the channel. They're on the rampage. World Eaters are smashing all before them. This Black Legion have turned up with the undefeated Black Legion. They have met their match in some games, but Abaddon has yet to be brought down on the channel as well. So Chaos rising, Chaos dominating here on the channel. It's not good. We haven't had too much Chaos factions or legions on the channel before, so there really has been. This has been a point where they really have started to rise on the channel for sure. So units of the game. Next, I'll think about that for both sides. Tom's gone for the spawn. Tactical use from them onto objective screening. Not dying when they should have done. So good use from them. Good choice. And then Blood Angels struggled. A lot of units never got off the mark. I'm going to give it to the Librarian Dreadnought, the one that swung around across here and cleared the home objective. Good work from that. So that's units of the game for both sides. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on YouTube and channel membership. Great game. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.